Hey Aunt Mecca, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for few people to come in and whatnot. Mm-mm. How's everything going, Auntie? Hey GP, what's popping with you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Why these people keep calling? Hold on. All right. And as you can see with the title, we are gonna be talking about Dawn's testimony, David James, and the Carrie Morgan chick. Okay? Cause not trying to be funny. It's been all shits and giggles so far, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna end the shits and giggles. Like it's really about to get real for Diddy. It's really about to get real. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just want to have my little shits and giggles because not trying to be funny. I'm not gonna hold you. Dawn is a big fat liar. A big fat liar. Kalima, her ex partner told no stories, no lies. Dawn is a liar. Okay, she's a liar. But yeah, and the Carrie girl, we seen she was the smartest person out the bunch because when she experienced crazy, she got the fuck out of Dodge. But you know what's crazy is the commonality of all three of them. They got lawsuits and shit too. And then with Miss Dawn, we're gonna dissect little Miss Dawn because like, child, you could have stayed home for this shit, to be quite honest, because you yet again had the stuff to tell, and you didn't tell nothing that you really could tell that really mattered to the fucking case. Everybody, it was the Cassie show as far as that. So now that we passed the Cassie show, hey Ian, why, how you been? How you been? Missed you. But yeah, like, you know Diddy is, maybe going to jail, but see, this is the gag though, right? If Diddy goes to jail, right? Because if y'all remember what I said to y'all in the previous live, he has a whole appellate lawyer that's sitting here with this trial as it's going on now. You know what I'm saying? And that's some smart shit. Because a lot of people don't be thinking about that. Like, damn, if I do lose, I gotta make sure I get this appeal at least. You know? So if he gets time, it's not gonna be the time that people is assuming. Time is time to them niggas. So it is what it is. But let's. That was good. That was good. Sis. Yo, let me tell y'all. I don't know if y'all know about the peerless gummy, but you cannot go wrong with the lychee, the green apple, and the mango. Like I've been fucking these shits up for the last 2 days. And put them shits in the freezer too. That takes it to a whole nother level when you put them in the freezer because they don't freeze hard. It's so good. It is so good. Hold on. Let's get into Dawn. Well, matter of fact, we're gonna save the best for last. We're gonna get into Dawn in a second. We're gonna listen to David James, his assistant, his quirky Caucasian assistant. You know what I'm saying? That we've seen in a lot of things, like when he was younger and stuff. And we know, I don't care what nobody say, you was part of them freak offs too. It is what it is because I just don't see you getting none any other way. But that's not no shade to him, for wanting to get on the stand. Hey sis, hey Black Velvet sis. It's no offense, but we're gonna listen to him real quick. Cause Dawn is a 1, 2, 3 and go. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna be the star of the show. But hold on, let's listen to Mr. James. Make sure y'all hit that like button when you come in.
You didn't tell all
And
this the first time. They told me to stop, to not
hold
say
on.
anything that would incriminate me. Look at the notes from your interview. Read it to yourself, then look up at me. Okay. How do you recognize Suge Knight? I listen to hip hop. Were you drinking or smoking? No, sir. Your mind was clear as it could be working 20 hours a week at 4 a.m. D-Rock opens the door and Suge Knight is a few cars over. Window was open. D-Rock says, I'm Biggie's boy, and then Suge recognizes him, gives him a dab. What's a dab? Handshake. Did you leave D-Rock at the diner? Why are you smiling? 'Cause that's a crazy question. Why would I?
Hold on, y'all. Now let me tell y'all something. Allegedly, we know with Biggie, right? Isn't that a little suspect? Thank you, Black Velvet sis. Love you. Thank you so much. It is. And I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit if you're not busy, sis. You know what I'm saying? Because I would love to hear your insight on this. But how is it that his security they supposed to be beefing, right? And your security guard is cool with the people or person that you're beefing with. That's really strange and suspect. That might be a little nugget that he's dropping for us to hear for later on down the line. But even though, like I said, when I read the charges, I don't see anything about murder. So I don't know if they're even gonna touch on these situations like with allegedly Kim Porter, Biggie Smalls, and all everybody else that people saying that he unalived or whatnot. Because I didn't see murder anywhere in the charges. It's like really, it's this is just a sexual craziness that's going on. Okay, that's what they care about. You feel me? But hold on. Let's let him talk some more. I'm pretty sure they was about to send his behind the jail. That's why he even saying anything or got
Why would
anything
I?
goddamn say. But let's
Did
continue.
you leave D-Rock at the diner? That makes no sense. I'm not asking what makes sense. I'm asking, did you? No. You saw Cassie and Mr. Combs? Yes, Mr. Combs told me to drive. You don't know where Mr. Combs got the hand weapons, do you? I didn't know we had hand weapons until then. Have you ever been in a situation like that? No. You didn't say, I don't want to drive to Suge Knight with weapons? No. What exactly did you do before you got this job? I was a door-to-door salesman, then personal assistant. Now you were going with weapons to confront someone? It was not ideal. You knew how to get to Mel's Diner, right? I frequent there all the time. You've never seen weapons before, right? No. This is a radical departure from your job description. Is that an understatement? It's the understatement of the day so far. Do you have immunity? Ask my lawyer. I have some kind of offer agreement. Proffer? And a proffer agreement is when someone snitches and they don't get jail time. You didn't tell anyone about this? Only my wife. Did you meet with the government this morning? Yes, briefly. About what might come up in Cross. Did the Mel's Diner incident come up? Not that I recall. It's this morning. What did you talk about? Your style? Some people laughed about that. I'm dying to ask what they said, but I won't. I have a few more mundane questions. I love mundane questions. Where did you travel with Mr. Combs? Ibiza, London, St. Tropez? Were these vacations business oriented? What were you hired as? A personal liaison, but I was a personal assistant. He met a high-level roster of people. Second understatement of the day. Why? He met with a who's who. It was important that he be prepared for these meetings, right? Yes. It was important that he be on time. No, we changed meetings to fit his schedule all the time when he didn't want to show up at certain times. He had security because people wanted to touch him, right? Yes. In the airport, in McDonald's. Was he gracious? I don't think gracious is a word I'd use for Sean Combs. Did he sign autographs? No. You said he'd stay in the studio until 3 or 4 a.m. and you'd stay with him? Yes, it was common. What sorts of things would he want to always have with him? Ketchup, for example. Did you know he put applesauce on cheeseburgers? No, but I knew he liked applesauce. He liked Astroglide.
Now, how the fuck did we jump from applesauce to Astro God? Like, this is real clown buffoonery. Hey, TT, sis. I don't know why I see you on Restream, but I can't see you in the goddamn in the YouTube chat. That's fucking weird. I don't understand. But hey, sister girl, how you doing, my booski? But yeah, um, not only does he look like a clown, but it's like you sound like a clown, and you know what I'm saying. I wish we're gonna hurry up and get through this because, like I said, he's not even like the star of the show. We are here to have fun today because, like I said, it's not about to be fun for Diddy. The fun in the games and the shenanigans is about to be over for all of us. All the jokes about the snowballing and the baby, we're moving on to more severe shit. You feel me? So like, I'm trying to have as much fun now because I don't care too much about that other shit. Hold on, let me see.
Condoms and baby oil, but you didn't expense it through the business? Usually not. I was told he didn't want to run them through the company. He didn't want a record of them. When you bought the 8 ball of C on St. Tropez, pronounced San Tropez, you didn't tell Mr. Combs, did you? He was asleep. Tell me about your relationship with Roger Bonds. We talked about Bad Boy as a family. What do you mean? Mama Combs called me her son many times. What was the mission? To make sure he was happy. Was it fun? I enjoyed it from time to time. What was your relationship with Chef Jordan? Professional. Did you choke her? No. Objection. Sidebar. Tell me what happened. We were on Star Island. She told me where to take him. I grabbed her 2 wrists and said, stay in your effing lane. Was there a fallout? It was reported to corporate HQ. Mr. Combs called me in. Mr. Combs told me you can't be putting your hands on women. Bruh. He told me to give her a gift. What did you give her? I rolled up a bee and gave it to her. Did she like it? It appeared she did. You were in the car with Mr. Combs and who? Chris Lighty. You even took E? I'd party, sure. What were things like in the studio? Rugs? Yes. It's a creative environment. I didn't smoke when working with Mr. Combs, but he caught you smoking once. I thought he was in for the light. I lit up. He came out. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "If you're man enough to smoke, you're man enough to tell me." I said, "Okay, I'm smoking." He said, "If I did it again, he'd fire me." How about when you picked up two females and had schmecks with one? Objection 403. Overruled. She asked for $200. I called Roger Bonds and asked, "What the hell?" She asked to take a shower. I said, "That's $200." And he starts laughing. On that note, no further questions. Then the government asks, "What about the incident in Alpine, New Jersey?" To file a police report and say that Chef Jordan had been the aggressor. But I didn't file it. I drove around and told him I'd made the report. What have we asked you to do?
See right there. That right there. You a liar. You a bold-faced liar, Mr. And it's sad that you got James like me, but Mr. David James, you are a liar. You know good and goddamn well, right? Everybody know, like, not trying to be funny. Diddy be having people put, like, pause on people. Diddy kind of got a little connection in the streets and whatnot, right? We know you're lying. There's no way Diddy told you to go file a police report on Suge Knight and you didn't do it, and y'all just drove around and it wasn't discussing, and you still had your job, sir. Okay, so anything you say after that is just like, it's just shock value at this point. You already did shock value with the whole applesauce and the, because Pop is over here, because Pop likes to relax in my room for whatever, when he has his own room and TVs and all other stuff to do, but he likes to hang out here, right? You like to chill, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's chilling here for a second, but if y'all was here, y'all heard what they said, what came after the applesauce, okay? So how do you just get into a description like that? But let me get this over with, because like I said, I want to get to Dawn, because Dawn, I have more receipts on. I don't really got receipts on Mr. David, except for he just told a bold
To
faced
do?
lie.
Tell the truth. Nothing further. And then Diddy's lawyer said, "You lied to Mr. Combs about filing the police report?" Yes. Nothing further.
Hold on. Now let me get this off our screen, okay? And listen, like I told y'all last time, right? Donate to Nusaka Hope. Hold on. For the people in the back. Okay? Don't tell me I took this thing. Okay, there it goes. That's why I like with Restream. You know what I'm saying? Restream is more business orientated, or oriented, excuse me, not orientated. That's something else. But anyway, please go and donate to Nusaka Hope. You can be anonymous. You get what I'm saying? Um, yeah, because I know how people are about anonymity on the YouTube streets. And then this stupid ass thing, hold on, because I put this stuff on the phone, right? And I just paid for the plan or whatever. So what are we doing here? See, and it drops the link down in there. That is cool as hell. You got a QR code and you got that. All right, let's talk about Dawn a little bit. Now, y'all can go back to my last upload if y'all not sure about what Dawn was talking about or whatever and stuff. But I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Dawn was talking about already. But anyway, as y'all can see, Danny Kane's Dawn Richards sues Sean Diddy Combs for sexual and physical abuse. Now, when we all listen to, or not all of us, but most of us listen to her testimony, which, let me tell you something, Nicole Weatherland is a beast. She's a beast. She told little Dawn a whole new, you understand? And like, because Pop is still here, y'all, so I gotta be mindful of my mouth. But yeah, it was almost like her and Diddy been best friends, childhood friends, and because she's really fighting for Diddy's life. She shaded the mess out of Dawn up there when she was like, didn't he destroy both of your careers? And then Dawn tried to come with a comeback like, I'm still successful. So then here come Nicole. What do you mean in the past? I was like, oh no, somebody get her. Somebody get her. But she's not lying. You know what I'm saying? And The reason this picture is up here is because, like I said, she's a bold-faced lie. She got a whole lawsuit going on, right? What did we hear her talk about? All she talked about was Cassie. Now, if they are looking for actual assault and inappropriate acts and whatnot, hello. You said that he was trying to do stuff with you on the work at the workplace, right? That's what you said, right? So why aren't you telling your own story? Why didn't she tell her own story? I wouldn't give a good goddamn about the whole Cassie thing. And then you let telling Cassie's story let you get ate up, excuse me, and embarrassed because you with the whole frying pan of eggs. The point was, did he hit her with the frying pan? No, you said he attempted to. She ate you up and chewed you up and spit you out. Well, you would have probably had a better chance at what you suing him for. And this is 8 months ago that this lawsuit was filed, right? So you would have had a much better chance and a successful outcome telling about your woe was me and your story, but you didn't. So I don't know if you think you're gonna get the 20 mil like Cassie got, but I highly doubt it. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for something to read to y'all. I feel like reading because reading is fundamental. Hold on. Hold on. I got too much stuff in my damn phone. Are you finished now? Can mommy go back on her own? Or you gonna sit here and just watch me? Oh, shh. Oh, thank you for telling me the mic is still on. Thanks. I'ma mute it up. See, Papa really been doing this. Y'all don't even understand it. My baby was like, she seen the little mic thing moving on there. He been doing live streams since a baby kid. He was like, oh, shh, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to keep him in here so I don't ever have any mic slips with y'all. But anyway, let me hear what I was gonna read to y'all. And now I can use my real profane language because I couldn't do it with Pop Pop here. I'm trying to be better. No, I don't want to go to the website. Okay, are y'all listening? It's only 9 people here, and I would like for y'all to hit the like button or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Hit that thing down at the bottom and donate. You understand? Nah, you don't understand. But anyway, between 2009 to 2011, Rashard recounted. I don't know why they keep calling her Rashard because to me that says Richard. But okay, I guess when you get a new face and turn into a new person, everything got to change. So Rashard recounted incidents where things got progressively worse between her and Combs. The lawsuit stated Combs stormed his way into her dressing room and would grope her bare buttocks and attempted to touch her breast, even with a female stylist present. Rashard claimed he would do this under the guise of showing the stylist what to do. Documents also stated that the showstopper singer witnessed the music executive's abuse against his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura. I forgot, she's bougie now. Richard claimed she witnessed Combs throwing Ventura against the wall, choke her, throw a scalding pan of eggs at her and drag her up the stairs in his Los Angeles home. Now, mind you, this is in her lawsuit way before we had this trial stuff going on, right? You see what it says? It says she was being groped by her buttocks, right? So why we ain't hearing none of this stuff? Or maybe I missed it. Cause I be skim listening and skim reading shit a lot of the times. So maybe I missed it. But I will be talking about that. Okay? We've been talking about this whole thing with the Cassie abuse for 2 years now or something. You understand? Or whatever. It feels like forever. So that's the last thing I would have talked about. I would have talked about me and made the case more okay. We got some victims here. What are we doing? Let me read another excerpt. Excuse me. When Rashard refused Combs' advances, she claimed he would deny her singing parts and remove her from songs altogether. She also alleged Combs would turn off her microphone during performances. She also claimed she owed compensation from lost wages, earnings, royalties, publishing, touring, promotion, and promotional income. Listen, okay? Everybody at this point, not trying to be funny, that's gonna be a witness to these shenanigans. Not saying these shenanigans wasn't crazy and out of pocket, but everybody that's a witness, it seemed like y'all got some type of something to gain. It's like, who the hell came up there? Hey, Scorpio boo, who came up here? Excuse me, I'm hitting the mic and stuff. Who came up here so far that is just a clear out victim? That don't have nothing to gain from it, didn't get nothing from it. So, hopefully the judges strike this whole part of the trial, and then we get to the real trial. Because I think like this was like, how when you go to a concert, what they call that shit? When you go to a concert, the people that perform before the real performance, the real people that y'all came to pay y'all money to see, this is what that was. This is what it was. It was a waste of time. It was a waste of time because nobody really talked about anything that had anything to do with these RICO charges. Now, let me read the last excerpt, excuse me, from Miss Dawn Rashard with the new face, formerly known as Dawn Richards. Let's continue. Court documents also describe drug and alcohol fueled parties hosted by Combs. Rashard documented an after party he hosted in New York in November of 2009, where dozens of young women and girls, some who appeared underage. Do y'all see that? Do you see what I just read there? That falls under the line of sex trafficking. Stop me if I'm wrong. That's what the hell we was trying to hear, Dawn. We didn't give a damn about Cassie and them eggs. We did not care about that. That's what the people cared about. Whether children would be in touch, like allegedly, Mr. Bieber allegedly, and a big allegedly, because you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sued. I don't want none of that shenanigans. But you know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that we expected to hear from you. Not just you, but David. Hopefully David starts talking about some of this stuff or whatever, because you was there for everything for real. You are technically the right hand man in this whole thing if you was his assistant, because I'm pretty sure you was helping to get the baby oil, you was helping to get the escorts, you was a part of this in a bigger way that you want to play around and kiki understand about. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody got something to gain, because I'm pretty sure they pressed Mr. David like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Listen, because this is what the feds have to do at this point. And I hate to tell y'all this, but it's a fact. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna look through all them videos. They're gonna find people that really got stuff to lose for real. You know what I'm saying? That's on them videos. They're gonna charge them with some little funky whatever, and it don't have to be much. They don't have to or whatever, but they're gonna act like they're gonna get the same time as Mr. Combs over here, right? And they have to make people flip. They have to make people flip. You understand? So being that there was so much debauchery going on, it's not going to be too hard to find a good 5 or 6 people that's going to flip, because you see the silence has spoke volumes ever since this case has started. Only person that hasn't been silent is Kanye, and Kanye allegedly is borderline crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and not trying to be funny, he's probably all up and down the videos too. So he's probably trying to play it smart. Like, I don't got time to be thrown under the Diddy bus, the tour bus. Let me act like I'm getting, we down. Let me pretend like I'm taking care of his kids. Let me pretend and play before he put my business out in the streets. You understand? But that's where it's leading to, where that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna probably see a lot of celebrities, even with Carisha. I ain't gonna hold you. Carisha is probably one of them people that they gonna flip on him. Because way back when, remember when we was doing this content when it first came out, right? Way back when, allegedly, she takes the drugs and stuff across state lines that they be using and stuff. Like, she's the holster of the BS allegedly. You understand? So yeah, that's a charge. You get what that's a charge. You get what I'm saying? So that's one we know for a fact. The rest of them is just, they could just be freakazoids. But that's a definitely a person that you got to charge. It's a couple people. That white man, he disappeared. I'm waiting for him to come do his testimony. I forgot what his name was. The one that they caught with all the drugs. And I said, that nigga telling you going to jail, homeboy. I'm still trying to, why sis? I'm still trying to figure out where the RICO charge comes in. I'm still trying to figure it out too. And then like with little Miss Dawn, Dawn could have helped usher it in, because I don't know if you heard the last thing that I read, because off of her lawsuit, these is her words, not mine. Off her lawsuit, dozens of young women and girls of whom appeared underage. So you witnessed possible um edo behavior at a party, at a freak off party or whatever. And you didn't, you wasn't gonna say none of this. But you keep telling us about him beating up Cassie. Which is more important to making this look like a RICO case, right? This is why I'm like, Dawn is full of it. Because what would be more important? Cassie getting beat up or them babies at a party? You get what I'm saying? This is why I'm like, what are we doing here? So I feel like their part was just embarrassment. That's all y'all was there for. Y'all testimony, it has nothing to do with what is going on. So I'm just glad that we're done with them. But these are the things that we was waiting to hear about kids and ex trafficking. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, it's more. I forgot. It's more. It's more to this because I stopped reading it because the underage thing just blew my wig back. You understand? But anyway, young women, blah, blah, blah. Richard claimed the females were given drugs and alcohol and appeared lethargic or passed out, while Combs and others performed sexual acts on them. Why didn't she say that shit? There's two things that you allegedly witnessed that you put in your lawsuit. Two very important things that you said that you were witness to, and you didn't say nothing about none of that. I do believe in the thing. I might have to go. It says that Richard. Now, if she would have been Dawn Richards out with the old nose and face, she probably would. We probably would got the real shit. We getting this made up shit. We getting a made up whatever, a full of shit testimony, because that's not Dawn. That's some other bitch. Okay. That's somebody else. I don't even know who that was, and she was such a pretty young lady. I don't know who the fuck this Rashard chick is, but this Rashard chick ain't telling the stuff that needs to be told. And I think she lost that lawsuit, and that's probably why, because you just don't even make no sense. They probably like, this bitch, you were a witness to a crime, bitch. You supposed to be on the stand. You ain't supposed to be in here. You supposed to be on the stand. She couldn't. That Nicole girl ate her the fuck up and sent her on her way. Send her on her way. You better go find your old face, girl, because I'm telling you, that Dawn, I like that Dawn. I don't know about Dawn Rashard with this flim flam ass shit that you said. Let me see. There's some more here in this thing. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's more. It's more. And mind you, this is from the lawsuit, people. This is not from the case. The shit that matters. This is from the lawsuit. Okay. I don't know why. I got this stupid ass headphone with this mic thing on it, and it's weird. So I keep hitting this. I might just freeball it without a mic. Um. Okay. The singer stated she believed she was invited to the party as a test to see if the New York native could trust her. Girl. He invited you to an Edo party for a test. And then I think you might have failed that, because this the first time we ever, all of us is hearing about this said party is when you had said lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you looking real flim flam and shaky. That's why Kalima said it, and I should have uploaded that video. Kalima said it. You always been weird and flip floppy. She did say that. That's why she said you weird. That's why she don't like you. And I get it now. Now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's weird to me, to be in the presence of possible pedophilia stuff going on, and you don't got nothing to say until Cassie come out and get her lawsuit, and you said, oh snap, she got $20 million. Cool. I'm gonna put some paperwork in too. And I don't think it worked out like that for Dawn. I don't. I don't think that it worked. Hey, Justo, bro. You see what I'm saying, Scorpio? That's crazy, right? She didn't, and it didn't say none of it. Said none of it in the damn thing. Hey, James, how you doing? Didn't say anything about that. Don't laugh at me, Velvet. I'm about to drop the link now, right now. You know why? Because I need to know what you think about this. Because this is just wild to me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, allegedly they have victims coming. We got a victim right here that didn't say nothing about her stuff happening. She kept it on Queen Cassie. That's why people be saying like they like black women be pandering. No, I'm just playing because I ain't even on that race shit. It just sounds funny in my brain. I ain't even on that. But nah, you played yourself, Dawn. You played yourself, girl. Hold on. Played yourself in these streets. Looking crazy. Actually, I'm about to Google it to see if she even got if she won anything or got any money from that lawsuit. Because, you're looking a little salty, girl. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if my sis not busy and she can come up because I already know she got some funny shit to say. Cause this is crazy. Y'all gotta do better. Fed, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. It's not giving what it needs to give so far. And like I said, even if he does get locked up, he has an appellate lawyer going along with the case. Most people get an appellate lawyer after that has to go through all this paperwork, and it takes an extra long time because they gotta read through your thing that they wasn't a part of. She's a part of it, so everything's gonna be fresh in her brain. And to be quite honest, I do believe if he does get charged or goes to jail, like I said, it's not gonna be like no 20 years or nothing crazy like people think. Even though the stories sound crazy, it's not. But Donald Trump may pardon him. Hey, Trooper, Donald Trump may pardon him. People, let's be. We are unfortunately we are in. This is almost like how with Ronald Reagan in the '80s. It's like a celebrity president or some weird stuff. It ain't really like y'all kind of get what I'm saying or whatever. So yeah, he may just pardon him. So like, no, no, jail is not going to be really jail for him. For real, for real. They're gonna send him to Club Fez or something. He gonna go where Martha Stewart or whoever was probably. It's just not gonna be what everybody thinks. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be crazy and no, no, not in New York. When you're a New Yorker doing some Fez stuff and you're a celebrity, no, it's messed up to say, but no. His time is going to be fine. He chills with the Mac ballers and stuff. He got a lot of gang people behind the wall that he's cool with and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be as bad as everybody thinks it's going to be for Mr. Diddy over here. And honestly, I don't even care. If he goes to jail or he don't go to jail, because why? It's not part of my life. You know what I mean? But he shouldn't be going to jail for being a freakazoid. So they got to come with some stuff like the guns. And like I said, everybody's like, nah, they're gonna talk about the Biggie murders and Kim Porter's murder. No, they're not. That's not a murder. Is not one of their charges. You need to go back. You got to read charges. You can't just say whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's out the way. And if, like I said, Dawn is the celebrity and probably was prepped for this whole thing and got ate the fuck up like an appetizer, like a bag of chips, just ate up. You understand? With no hesitation. Imagine people that's scary and nervous. Y'all gotta be for real with it. Nah, they do. Hey, Rebel, they do, but it doesn't even matter. That it's a fact of whatever his little thing is, but he's gonna get out on appeal. I know that. He's not gonna stay there. He's not. He learned his lesson from the higher ups. Nah, it's not funny. It's not funny. But let me see what ENY say. See what I'm saying? Let me see. Can I post that? That's what I'm saying. That's like allegedly the judge allegedly has partied or been to a place that Diddy has partied at. Not a Diddy party, but allegedly this is people that know each other before all of this happened, y'all. I bet y'all didn't know about that, but you know what I'm saying? It's really not the same, unfortunately, for like people like us. People like us, it wouldn't have been no shit show. It'd have been straight to the point. Could have been straight to the point. And then let me see something because this was supposed to put something else up. Hold on, y'all. Why isn't it? Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Imagine transforming lives right in your community. Meet Nusaka Hope, a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering homeless families to find meaningful employment and achieve success. But that's not all. We're also here to uplift our youth with after-school programs that teach invaluable skills like coding, data analysis, and financial literacy. How cool is that, right? When you get involved, you're not just donating, you're making a real difference. Whether it's through volunteer opportunities or tax-deductible donations, every little bit helps fuel our mission of community development and social responsibility. Join us in creating a brighter future for families and youth alike. Click the link to learn how you can be part of this amazing journey.
Okay, y'all, it's my nonprofit. That's what I'm trying to do. You understand? And thank you. I forgot. Thank you to the people that have donated already. You get what I'm saying? Like for real. Like this dope shit. Um, the same way Epstein couldn't. That's why. Because this is to humble him. This ain't about like that. You know what I'm saying? When it plays out how it plays all the way out, then we'll see. What's up, Justo, bro? But yeah, like I said, donate to my nonprofit and let's get to it. And if y'all not sure again, the video is on my page and you can see what it's for. Donate to something good. Stop donating to people's stomachs and to their alcohol problems and bullshit. You understand? Take your money. Really, you feel what I'm saying? Donate for change, not for fuckery and foolishness. The fuck. My sis must be busy. But anyway, yes. Let me take this down real quick. Oh yeah, and I forgot. This is the last thing. Promotion, promotion. Get y'all a shirt.
All you ladies pop like this, like this, like this. This is how we do it. Pump, 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 pump it up. Pump, pump, pump it up. Just blaze. Hold up.
Okay, let me get my sister up here real quick. Let me take this down. Okay, get my sis. Let me make sure it's my sis. That's you, sis? Say, hold on. Hold on. That's you, sis?
Johnson. Baby
Okay.
Johnson and Astro Blind. Hello.
Put the camera on
Can you
now
hear
because
me?
they've been. Yes. Oh, I love the picture.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I,
Just a little razzle dazzle. You know.
I love it. It's razzling and it's dazzling. That hair back too. I remember when you cut
Thank
your
you.
hair, girl. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
You
thank you
razzling.
kindly. I got so much to say about this whole thing. Oh, girl, I had cut it all off at one point in time. I
I
had went
remember.
and had me a good little Britney Spears moment
Oh
and
no,
cut
no,
it
I
all
know. I
off.
don't remember that one. I remember when you had the little the baby fro moment where you went real low, but you ain't go that low. That's the
Oh no,
part
I
I
did. I
remember.
went lower to that. I went low down to the scalp. I had me a good Bernadine moment where I said, if you don't cut this shit off, I'll cut this shit off myself. I'm showing my age for those of you who don't know who Bernadette is. I'm talking about waiting till it's here.
Oh, okay, because I'm just like see, you know me too well. I'm sitting, I got quiet, so I was in my mind trying to figure it out. Hey, Hassan.
Okay, I think I got the unpopular opinion. Do I think Diddy has a problem with putting his hands on women? Yes. Do I think that he is guilty of what he's being charged with? No. I do not believe Cassie was sex trafficked. I believe she is a freak, and what Diddy is on trial for is being freaky. And
Hmm.
I think that's where the difference comes in. It what people like to do in their bedroom is their business. So you know, if he really do got a tootsie roll and want other men to pleasure Cassie in front of him, is that really a crime? I
Right.
mean, is it? To have a fantasy about lube, is that a crime? Is it? I mean, because people, let's face it, if I told y'all what I did in my bedroom, y'all will probably look at me crazy too. If Cola told you what she did in her bedroom and what got her off, y'all,
I don't have sex myths. I had pop by I'm the second coming of Mother Mary. I don't do those type of things, lady.
listen. Now I ain't go. I'm gonna have to tell you this off air. But I rolled across something on Instagram that I found real interesting. And who did I see liked it? Cola.
Yo, shut up.
So again,
Don't make
if
yeah,
people
fuck
tell
Instagram.
you,
You
if
taking
people
my
tell
privacy
you
away.
what they like, you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's unfair to sit up here and criminalize this man for being nasty in bed. That's not fair. If he wanna snort and squirt pickle juice up his butt, cause that get him, that shouldn't be the crime. Yes, he is guilty of beating the crap out of
Hey,
Cassie.
Sophia. Yeah. Sis, you went out, sis. Hmm. Okay, yeah, mic is on. Sis, you went out, sis. Edit.
Okay,
Oh,
I was
okay, now
losing
you're back.
connection. I don't know if y'all can hear
Okay.
me.
Now we can hear you.
No, I was saying she enjoyed all the perks and the benefits of being with a celebrity. I don't
Right.
believe she was held hostage. I don't believe she
Right.
couldn't run away. I don't believe it. And
Right. She
this
just
man
ran
shouldn't
away.
get. If I believe this, I believe Janae, and I don't believe Janae. So how about that?
Why you had to put that girl in this? Oh,
You're right. You're right. I
we
retract
not
my
me.
last statement.
She was a fairy. Yup. Yup. Anyway.
she She was more than a fairy. I mean, honestly, Cassie got her 20 million at this point. That's all you wanted was a payday
Yeah.
anyway. Like
That's
you ain't
it.
have to put all this man business out there like this. You did this. She did this to save face with her husband. I
Right.
believe they was
And then
working on the back
and then
end this whole time.
right, because there's no way, not trying to be funny. Like I get it that you got to be honest and tell your story. I'd have been asking the feds this question too, because the feds will play with people that they know is dumb as well. What does this have to do with his charges? What does me getting beat up? Because domestic violence is not a federal, that's a state charge, and that's not even a long charge. Not trying to be funny. I would have been asking, why? What do you need with me for? Because she didn't say anything that had anything to do with these RICO charges. She didn't say nothing. Doing nobody so far in the last three people, excuse me, the last five people said anything that was a part of the RICO charges. It's all been Cassie was getting beat up and getting mouth sores.
Well, they
Uh,
basically saying that when she traveled over state lines for intercourse, that's part of those charges. But the thing is, she knew she was getting on the front. Can I cuss? Because I don't know if you monetized or not.
Now I'm monetized, but it don't even matter because I be cursing and you know that sis. So I
Okay.
give you a
Well,
pass for time.
she knew that she was going across state lines when she got on that jet to get fucked on. She
Right,
knew
and
it.
then they
And
supposed to have
and
been in a relationship. That's the thing too. Where it's like, girl, you should be a co-defendant. If we want to be realistic about it, because technically speaking, you were soliciting sex too, or whatever, like what you said.
yeah,
You traveling the state lines too. Like you can't charge for traveling your girlfriend across state lines to have sex, and then y'all end up having free calls. That's not no charge.
People have voyeurism sex all the time. It's a
Yeah.
common practice. People are, threesomes. That's the same thing. It's just the other way around because they not bringing another woman in, they bringing another man. And if Diddy is bisexual, is that a fucking crime too? I mean,
Nope.
because
Give me
at
one
this
second.
point,
Give me
this
one
is
second, sis. Hold the crowd. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
okay. Hey, y'all in the comments. How your mama now? Long time no speak. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's fair to judge people based on what they do in their bedroom. This is to basically just ruin his career and ruin his life. I believe that Cassie and her husband, at some point, Cassie went to Diddy and say, listen, I'm broke. I done did all this for you. You ain't set me up. Carisha done came into play from the City Girls. She getting $250,000 a month allowance. Cassie wouldn't get no damn allowance. She wasn't smart enough to ask for one either. Carisha made it plain, yes, she probably was freaking out too. She enjoyed it. She understood the assignment. She sealed her bag and she went along with it. Cassie is broke or was broke. And I ain't talking about regular people day to day broke. I'm talking about broken in the sense of I can't fly to San Tropez if I want to. I can't have two or three houses.
Right.
This was a power move by her and her husband. They keep popping out them babies. That baby did not come by coincidence
Right.
because it was good aesthetics for her to be pregnant. They were broke.
Mm-hmm.
That man was her personal trainer. He knew what the
Hey,
fuck was
Harlem.
going on.
Yeah, exactly. He knew the play exactly, sis, and people was not seeing it because it's like he is. That's a lot to be not known about. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine.
He probably look at him. He probably was part of the freak offs too.
Right, right. Because allegedly she went and cheated on him with Diddy. So was it really a cheating going back and forth, or was you just allowed to go back and forth because people knew what kind of time you was on?
And then it went and checking for the guy because he probably was participating in the freak offs as well.
Right.
And honestly, I would have just took the 20 million and hush because I'd be damn if I sit up here
But see, that's what
and
she
let
was
the
supposed to
world
do.
know that I've been slutted out, pissed on, got mouth sores, chronic UTIs, every time Dick and Harry can come and get me raw, and I'm okay with it. Like I would $20 million bitch shut I would have been quiet for $20 if somebody knew all that about me.
Yeah, and then oh, so see now we got more people. See now we getting into stuff because Kid Cudi took the stand too. So
I
Kid
like what he
Cudi,
had to say today.
right? You understand what I'm saying? So now that's why I said I'm just roasting Little Miss Cassie because I don't give a fuck about it. Dawn from Dirty Money because girl, you bold face like it's like you just look crazy because was you here when I read from Dawn's lawsuit? Because you know Dawn sued Diddy too. Hey Monique sis, Dawn
Hmm.
sued Diddy too. You understand? Now mind you, when Dawn went on the stand, what did she talk about? She kept talking about Cassie's traumas and shit, right? Why wouldn't she talk about in her lawsuit? She's suing for being essayed because he was coming in there groping her and touching her, and she was missing his passes, his sexual advances, so he was taking it out on her career. One of the charges has something to do with playing with people's finances. And all of them mostly has to do with sex, correct? Why wouldn't you be talking about that since you already put in a lawsuit about that? Why would you talk about Cassie and these fuck ass eggs? Oh, I
Well,
forgot. And seeing excuse me, I forgot, sis. And she's seen at these freak offs young women that looked underage and they were look lethargic and drugged. That these is the charges they were talking about, Dawn. Okay. Why didn't you talk about any of that? Well, she gonna have to come back. Okay, so my sister. Okay, there you go.
I
She
can't
gonna
hear
have to come
you.
back, Harlem, because what she served us so far, I'm sorry, domestic violence is fucked up. As a survivor of domestic violence a long time ago and shit, I get it. It's fucked up, but it's not a federal charge. So it's like we didn't really need them. We need a Kid Cudi, so now we getting them. Now when she
Fine.
come back, she need to talk about some real shit.
Don been wishy washy since Danny Kane though, because when Danny Kane didn't play out the way she wanted it to play out, and Arby started talking shit, she started talking shit, and then the next thing you know, Diddy
Yeah.
Dirty Money was a thing. Then Diddy Dirty Money was a
Nah,
thing, and
you
then she
right.
got
I forgot
quiet.
about that.
And then when Diddy Dirty
You
Money didn't
right.
work out, you see what I'm saying? She got quiet. I
Yeah.
appreciate the prosecution if you fear for your life, so why did you working
Right.
with him? And I agree 100%.
All these people be out
10%.
and
This,
then
like
come back and be on bullshit.
you know, I just to me something in the milk ain't clean. I don't know why I keep losing signal. I can't hear you.
I can hear you. You can
If
hear
y'all can
me?
hear me, put in a comment, please, because I can hear Cola.
Okay, wait a minute.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I see Cola and
Can you
dropped
hear me
out and
now?
came back. Can
Can you hear
y'all
me
hear
now?
me? Hello. Do I need to leave and come back?
Can y'all hear me in the chat? Cause I see my thing moving.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just
Okay, I can.
start talking until she come back. But no, Diddy Dirty Money. Um, you wish washy. It's wish washy. It's all about the coin. It's coin. And just to make the she said, okay, I'll go with the Diddy takedown. So
Okay, can you hear me
I
now,
hope
sis?
I hope Diddy get the fuck off. That's what I do.
Can you hear me now, sis?
You hear Cola? I don't hear Cola.
Okay, so that's you,
Are
sis.
we
Cause yeah,
talking
yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time?
I think that's your earplug. Somebody typing it. It might be her. She might have to
It's
come
wild
down
work.
and come
How
back
when
up.
does anybody know when the trial's supposed to be over? When do we go on verdict watch? That's what I'm more interested in. Because at this point, I'm tired of it. Okay, they had kinky orgy sex. They were swingers. They like voyeurism. They like toys. They like accessories. They liked all this stuff. Okay, who fucking cares? I don't want to know what Justo doing in his bedroom. I don't want to know what Monique doing. I don't want to know what James doing. And I damn sure don't want to know what Cola doing in her bedroom.
Yeah, when we wait, cause I don't know what went on because y'all can hear me, y'all can hear her, and we can't hear each other. Hold on. All right, you good? You hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Good.
Okay. Anyways, I've seen some stuff that Cola likes on Instagram. I'm not gonna say nothing. I was just saying Cola ain't got room to say nothing. You trying to figure out what the hell I saw, ain't you?
I am, but you're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me
Maybe
later.
I will. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? Give me 20 million. Or else I'm
Oh
talking,
yeah.
bitch. I
No,
need
no, no.
I need a $20 cash out right now. Yes, I'm telling everybody. I'ma sound like Denzel. I'm putting cases on all you niggas.
For real, right? That's the thing to go. Like, I'm about to go to Diddy trial. I'm about to get on the case if I can, because people can just make up whatever at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I went
Like,
on a date with an NFL player many moons ago, right? I was talking to my husband. Can y'all hear me?
yeah, I can hear you,
Okay,
sis.
because I never know when I'm going in and out. And I was telling my husband about it, and I said, if I was a dirty bitch, knowing damn well ain't nothing that shouldn't have happened on this date happened, I could easily lie on this man. And only thing I got is my copy of my plane ticket and some pictures and stuff, and easily go after this man. I think that it should be a lot more in place to keep women from crying wolf,
It should.
saying somebody such. Because if you, I don't know if y'all heard this tonight, but Smokey Robinson is getting sued for sexual assault
What?
too.
Not Mr. Smokey. That was my dude from Motown, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. I got an old soul. You're lying. No.
And this man in his 80s, and his housekeeper say he bent me over the pool table multiple times and had his way with me. You ain't think to say nothing then?
Right. Cause not trying to be funny. I love Mr. Smokey, Uncle Smokey, but he not like a Bill Cosby or nobody. Why you couldn't say nothing
I don't
though?
believe Bill did it.
I don't either. I'm trying to like the comparison where it's like if these people was jumping out the window right for Mr. Cosby and they like, oh, we was taking a while, that would make more sense. Like, ain't nobody scared of Mr. Smokey. Okay, you
Mm-mm.
could have been came out and said that nobody's gonna come get you. Nothing was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, in Bill Cosby case, I think Bill Cosby is guilty of cheating on his wife and promising these women fortune and fame if they gave
Yeah.
up the cookie. And so he guilty of being a liar and a sleazebag. And and where's Farnsworth Bentley?
Mm. It's a couple people. That's why I'm like, maybe this is gonna be a surprise party as the case go along. You be like, oh snap, oh that person, oh that, because it's a lot of people
No,
that.
because prosecution got to give over discovery and a witness list so people could prepare to cross examine.
Oh yeah.
So, but they say that it is a person that's supposed to be testifying that's missing, but they didn't say who it was. They just said one of the people was missing, and then yesterday I heard a couple jurors were missing. So I don't know how true that is.
Mm. Oh my gosh.
Me and Shorty beefing, ain't nothing going on. See,
Just those crazy.
but the makeup set is gonna be fire, and the question is, do you want her to come online while y'all beefing and say and tell everything of what y'all doing? That's basically what's happening with Cassidy.
And then
She
you know
ain't get
what,
her
coerce?
way.
Not trying to be funny. Coerce is a new thing now because I'm looking at the actual paperwork, like the charges paperwork, and that's one of his charges: coercing women into sexual to fulfill his I had an edible sexual desires. So now
Get it
that's a
out,
new thing.
Trina B.
Coercion is so new to me. It's not even fucking funny because I'm like, where was this word so many moons ago? Where was it? Like I knew it was in the dictionary, but where was it in law? I never seen that until the Nature Boy thing, and now this is the second time I've seen coercion in a
Well,
case.
I just think this whole case is a whole bunch of poppycock. I don't know how long is this trial supposed to last.
It's supposed to last 7 weeks, but it's like so far like it's not anything that's been said because I'm like reading the charges. You know what I'm saying? The RICO charges or whatever. Um, the defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs replied on employees, resources, and influences of multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in or attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping,
Mm-mm.
arson,
Mm-mm.
bribery, and
Mm-mm.
obstruction of justice. That's why I said where Dawn was like the case wouldn't have needed to be 7 weeks for real if Dawn said the things that she said in her lawsuit that she didn't say in the when she first came up. But somebody in the chat said they're supposed to be bringing her back. But like I don't see the need why if they have all
You're
like
right.
because she could have said that day.
Well, based on the evidence, and this is for you and the chat, based on the evidence, regardless of how you feel about Cassidy, because all of a sudden everybody's so in love with her or whatever, based on what you've seen, do you think Diddy is guilty or not guilty? Guilty is the one, not guilty is the two.
You already know my answer. Where it's just like I said, I was more so when he got locked up. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was thinking that they was gonna discover the thing about Kim Porter. You know what I'm saying? Because I still believe he did unalive Kim Porter allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking we was gonna go along the realms of that since they was watching him for so long. But like so far, who is proving what? Even the thing with they asked Cassie, did he ever ask her to hold a gun? How the hell that got anything to do with the level of crime you charging him with the gun? If they're in
Well,
a place that he got a legal license to carry a gun over there, it makes no sense. Like,
open state
right,
and his security. I mean, that he has to be around guns because the security has the whole gun. So who's to say it didn't
right,
belong to the security?
right.
I don't see y'all sounding off in the chat. I know y'all in here. I just want to know what y'all think.
I don't know. It just might be like six licky loose because it be like that on Instagram where people like to look and they don't like to drop down and it be
I just
weird.
hate this. I hate that men are going through this. It's always the black men going through it. I'm sorry. I got to be the one to say it. Like, yeah, he ain't perfect. I ain't got nothing to gain from what I'm saying. I'm just saying, as an outsider looking in, I don't think it was fair for her to ruin this man's life based on the fact that she agreed to kinky ass sex and walked away with a wet ass and a dry pocketbook and got
And that
mad.
and I'm glad you said that because this is like when where do we draw the line when people like even with these syndromes that people be giving people that person has Stockholm syndrome. This person was being groomed. When does this person we draw the line where you supposed to know better and have common sense at some point? That's like the choking on pee thing. When like there's lines to stuff. That's like the snowballing thing. Certain things that he had her doing is like, oh my God, the hugest red flag ever. Like if somebody I was dealing with would want a person, number one, it already shows you don't care about me if you want other people to have sex with me. Let's just get that out the way because I can almost guarantee that he wasn't doing that to Kim Porter, the love of his life, as he said over and over and over with everybody he's been with. You
No, but
understand?
he was doing it with he was doing it with the see. They say guys know in the first however many days, 100 and I think 30 some days or however they said, whether they want to wife you or not, and then they know
Right,
whether they stringing you along. She had even said in her testimony, and I think they had brought it up in a text message that she was just a girlfriend that he did the freak offs with. How come he
right.
wasn't? So I mean, like if this is your relationship and you don't like the dynamic of it, I get that it's when you love somebody, it is hard to leave them, especially when
And
they
he's
not
been with
being the
her for
person.
years, but Kim always until she passed has been present. They was living together, you understand? They've always went to functions together and stuff like that. You that was what you was there for. Now whether she was groomed or not, because people keep saying that, okay, he's so many 17 years older than her.
So what?
Okay. You know exactly like,
So
okay,
what? Because and I'm gonna say I'm gonna cut you off and say for what? So what? Because she was 19, she wasn't sexually experienced. It's bitches out here getting pregnant at 12, and not
right.
necessarily because somebody is molesting them or assaulting them, but because they want to be fast in the ass, hot in the drawers, and they want to be grown. And if it don't fly, if it
Yeah,
don't apply, let
exactly.
it fly or whatever. But y'all know the young ladies that I'm talking about, and unfortunately, it's a lot of them. The ones that don't have no active
Guidance.
parents, all
Yep.
watchful eye. The ones that do get to go to parties and are the ones that do get to hang around grown ass men that are sick
Hmm.
in the head and do,
That
you
don't have
know,
to go to school no more, or they
don't
just
have to
they
do
living their own
nothing.
life. Yep.
So who's to say that Cassie wouldn't this I'm gonna call it a free spirited type of girl, and she went into some of this stuff walking out the gate. I mean,
Yeah,
because
and
at
that's the
any
thing, because
point,
they have people that
she
have parties that do this. He's not the only person that been throwing freak offs. That's like not trying to be funny, because now we're gonna talk about Instagram. There's this lady that
uh-huh.
she's part of the freak off community, because I'm like, that's interesting, and that's what they be doing. They be flying out to hotels in different countries. They got food and shit. Which I'm like, that's just gross. Everybody do all them, but that's neither here nor there. You understand? But yeah,
Swingers are a big
it's a
thing.
big thing, and they be having these big ass parties in hotels, and hotel rooms got to be redecorated and stuff. Just like what, it's not nothing that he's doing that there's not a bunch of people in America doing right now, in the world doing right now. It's just we don't care because they Johnny whoever. That's the we
Right.
care because it's Diddy. You
I
didn't
agree
feel?
with you 100%. That's why I said why I feel like he's on trial for his sexual preference, and I don't think that's fair.
Right,
You think he
but
the
they don't
only
get to
one
talk.
fucking on more than one woman? You don't think 50 Cent done had two shit? Easy E got what he got for having freak offs.
Yeah, it's just his freak level. It's just out there. But like, right, like I said, it's a bunch of other regular everyday people, people that's probably your doctors, your lawyers, people that you just think is upstanding citizens. Like, oh my god, they would never do that. That are attending swinger parties, and I forgot what they call it, where regular people could just come into the party, and it's not even just couples doing it. It's just a bunch of people that come, and it's different rooms. It's, yeah, it's that happens a lot. There's a whole section of TikTok and
It's
Instagram for
one
that.
in Atlanta that I seen online, and it looked mighty interesting. I ain't even go hold you, and I ain't trying to share nothing. I ain't trying to share nothing. Don't touch me. I don't know where your hands been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They
No, you
got stuff
can't
where
talk
there's
to.
literal holes in the walls in these freak off parties and stuff that the regular people be having and stuff. So you don't even know who behind the wall because they just kinked out. Like, oh my god, man, there's so many different weird ass fetishes that, like I said, we don't know about. Because I'm telling you, that snowball shit.
Oh, oh, wait a minute, though. Hold on, wait a minute.
What?
Let me just say this that the internet is a very real thing. And it is so much access on the internet for people. While we talking about grooming is at a young age for young people to get into of really sick, twisted shit that you probably wouldn't think of on your own that the internet would just throw in your face. And
Hmm.
I'm gonna use this as an example. I've been out of school for a long time. I'm a dinosaur, okay? Because the internet didn't get big till I graduated high school.
Okay.
Um, but I do remember as it was up and moving, it was this video going around of these two girls in a cup.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay,
I
that
remember that.
as sick as that was, and some of y'all know what two girls in a cup is, and if you don't, look it up. Well, no, don't look it up. Because don't trust me.
You
You don't
remember
want to see it.
Rotten.com? I used to say the stuff that used to be on there on Rotten.com was stuff like that. They had a man, you know, the mentally challenged. I'm sorry to cut you up. You ever seen the pinheads? Like when they be having them freak show movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is I'm about to grow shout out code again. I'm sorry, but when
Oh
I was a
no,
kid, I was imaginative and free and Rotten.com. You can see dead people. You can see all type of crazy twisted shit. Right? He put his whole entire head, well, it's half of his head, in this lady stuff. That's
that's
not
the thing.
twisted. You just oh,
So that
like
so that what I'm saying is, and that proved my point. The internet is such a rabbit hole. You don't know how freaky some people are because
yeah.
sex addiction is real, and it might start off with something simple like popping up
Mhm.
on your internet feed like chicks with dicks, and then it'll turn into anime, and then it'll turn into fat people, and then you'll have women sleeping with horses and dogs and bestiality,
Yeah.
and then you'll have the nasty stuff like two girls in a cup. Is it too far
Mhm.
fetched to just say that this man found something that he liked that was nasty, had the means to facilitate it because he got money,
Exactly.
and she went along with it? I don't see um well, somebody in the comments say, domestic violence, yes, everything else, no, and I stand with that person.
Yes,
Free
I
Diddy,
agree.
free Diddy. We need a good bop. Unfortunately, I think that if he does get off, we'll never hear anything else from this man again, and I don't blame him.
But honestly speaking, like not trying to be funny, he's Diddy's talented for picking talent because he doesn't even really make the beats for real. Like he just puts the little tings here and the booms there and the baps there. But
But
it's
it
other
worked.
people. It worked. But I'm still gonna be bopping the Diddy. I still be playing. It is what it is. Because like I said, this is some other shit. It's just like now with the Tory Lanez trial, it's a representative in Florida that's trying to contact or putting them on blast about how they did the evidence. And this is what people don't understand. If a person is dead to rights that they did something, you don't need to finger fuck evidence. Talking about the DAs and them. That even goes back
Yeah.
to Dusty Nuts case. Not letting people use things that are evidence shows that you know that evidence is going to shit on whatever you got. If you make it where you can't use certain things, it's because when I
Well,
first
that's the
when
well, hold on, let me stop you right there. That's the difference between Diddy, R. Kelly, and Nature Boy money. Nature Boy
right.
couldn't beat his case because he ain't have no money. R. Kelly couldn't beat his case because he broke. Diddy got money.
No, but when I was talking about when I said with that, it was about the Tory Lanez thing. Because Tory Lanez is not supposed to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez had a couple dollars, but what they did was they let Kelsey plead the fifth and um what's and made her exempt. It's another word for it. It's another legal word for it. But you don't claim those two things at the same time, and legally you can't. Because if you're already pleading the fifth, that means you don't have to say nothing. So the other thing also meant she didn't have to say, like, basically whatever she said, it wouldn't be used against her literally. Right? You don't need all of that if you're telling the truth of the story, right? So that's the first thing that they did to Tory, where it was like, oh, you railroaded him, right? Now the second thing that they did was when I first covered it, when they tested the weapon tested positive for two females DNAs. So I don't know if Kelsey and Megan was fighting for the gun. I don't know if the pum pum was Megan's and then Kelsey got a hold of it because they fought. You understand? Kelsey and her fought that night. You understand? That's that. So now they're talking about how they made them. They told them they couldn't use the body. I don't know what it is now with the law and people can't use the body cams from the police. Like, wouldn't that be the most truthful thing to see the body cam from the police? But that's neither here nor there. With them, they have the body cam allegedly footage of when Megan was talking to the police officer and admitted that she stepped on glass.
Mm.
There's a very big difference between stepping on glass and getting a graze, getting anything in your foot or any part of your body that has to do with a pum pum. But because they were trying to do what they were trying to do, they would not allow that to be brought there. They would not allow the security guard to speak. They would not allow a man that lived in the neighborhood that seen what was on. You get what I'm saying? So nowadays the law is not. They're doing stuff according to how bad they don't want you to be free, whether you got money or not. You feel me? That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. And now all this is coming out where people that work in government are trying to push it in LA's face, like y'all really did this person wrong, especially after he got stabbed 14 times by an MS-13 member. That's messed up. To know that
See,
you're in jail.
I didn't follow his case, but I believe everything you saying.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's like now everybody want to come out and want to change for it because it is messed up. The man stabs him all in his body, his head, his neck. He's alive and he's good, but it's like he shouldn't have had to go through that. And it said
No,
if
and
his
probably have
DNA,
complications forever.
yeah. And it said when you do a DNA testing on a pum pum, that's all it is. It didn't say, oh, it's three things of DNA, a man, two women and a man. It was never no anything that had anything to do with a male on the weapon. So how could he have pum pum her and not have nothing on the weapon? He walking around with gloves or some shit, like. And even if that's the case, obviously somebody, a female, had that shit in their hand. And like I said, Cassie and her, excuse me, not Cassie, here we go again. Kelsey and Megan was fighting because I believe Kelsey was dealing with Tori first, and Megan was being a sneaky hoe. And then it all came out that night, and they supposed to be best friends. And Kelsey was putting the beats on her,
Or they was having a freak off of their own,
possibly.
and somebody got mad. You see what I'm saying? You see how this go?
Yeah, They probably like pride. And that's the thing I'll be wondering. Like maybe y'all as friends, like I don't know, because I know they came from the Kylie Jenner party, and that's what set it off because Megan was upset that what's her face? What's the little one? Kylie, her, the one with the baby with Travis Scott or whatever, the baby father, she
Girl,
was
I don't know.
allegedly flirting with Tori, and it upset Megan, and then I guess Kelsey wondering why you so fucking upset if that's my boo thing, you get what I'm saying? And then it came out because you shouldn't get upset, you know what I'm saying? Like the person that's supposed to really be with him is supposed to be the upset one. So Kelsey should have wanted to leave the party. Kelsey didn't care. Megan was upset, like, oh no, and then boom boom pow. All that talking about Tori was yelling at her, dance, B, dance. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. That don't even sound right when somebody want to shoot somebody.
Well, I got to go. I don't want to go. I want us to do this again on a. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but the last day of school for my babies is tomorrow.
See, y'all are lucky down there.
And I'm so thankful. I will have a senior and a fifth grader. I'm at the end of the tunnel where I can see the light at
Damn.
the end of the tunnel, and then I'm still so far behind at the same time. Um, but I'm gonna get down and listen. Cola, let's do this again.
Of
When we get
course,
the
of course.
verdict
I love
watch,
this.
can we do this again on verdict watch, please? Because I
Oh, we
I want to
can.
know.
We can. We definitely can, sis. Just call me and we set it up how we gonna do this and
Yeah, because
whatnot.
I still got to tell you what I seen that you liked on Instagram.
Yeah, I want to know.
And if anybody
I
else
know
want to
a lot of
know, anybody else want to know, all you got to do is cash at me. I tell you
shit.
what it is.
331. Yeah, and then cash at me after because then y'all gonna hurt my feelings that y'all cash at her to know the
Girl,
tea.
don't nobody have to cash at me. I'm just talking shit. Don't
Don't
nobody,
want cash
don't
at
know,
me either.
they don't love me
Except
like
for
they
like
used
like
to.
my brother Justo, like you know what I'm saying. Certain people there's the usual that's always supporting and stuff like that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like shout out to Justo, he donated to New Soccer Hope. You know what I'm saying. My brother Water and Wisdom. Who else? Other people that people don't know. You know what I'm saying. That's like like come on.
But them the real ones. Them the
Yeah, the
real
real
ones.
ones. And then the people I forgot, New York Nikki, my sis, Miss Boy, they did it through, support on the channel with the super chat, like what you did, because that's where the money's gonna go because this shit is eating my pockets up, like credit wise and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard when you're first starting, like they don't want to give you stuff until you've been there like at least a year. So I can't
Right.
get credits. I have to use my business to get the credit cards and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Because ideally, I need $100,000 because I need a building.
Woo!
Yeah, because it's a whole thing. I'll explain more to you. Like I did a video on it, but it's a whole thing where it's like a place. It's like a learning situation. So I gotta get people to come teach people certain shit. Which I have a couple people that are friends of mine that I could get to come and volunteer and do that and whatnot. Also, like giving out meals because it's catering to the homeless mostly, like
But
homeless
then,
families.
listen, y'all hear the mission. Y'all hear the mission. So everybody, everybody send a dollar or something.
Yeah, you
Tell a
know what I'm
friend or
saying?
tell a friend. You
Right.
know.
It's
So any money that
appreciated.
y'all cash at me for me blackmailing colas will be sent to colas. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, and that's the thing. So it's a lot, and it's like with the food, I want to have transportation because some people like I just want to make it comfortable. But the moral of the story is we're gonna make it where the bridge between lower and upper class is not so far apart. If you get where I'm coming from, because I'm
That'll be
trying to
beautiful.
teach like career skills and stuff. Because a lot of the times, like when people be homeless families or homeless like young adults and stuff, and it's also gonna have like an after school to teach kids how to do coding, data now it's like work at home type stuff, but it's like stuff that you could really make money off of so that they don't want to sell drugs and everything. Like, oh, I got to do this to get that when you can really just use your brain if you have the know-how of what it is you're trying to do. And you don't have to worry about hurting and stuff. You could be a fucking nerd. Nerds are cool and whatnot. Just
Yes.
helping with
Yes.
scholarships. You know what I'm saying? Like scholarships, training for the young adults and whatnot. But I want to teach career skills where right now in New York City, like most families is just working to stay above water and got like two
Everybody.
or three jobs and stuff like that. So you're losing the family time is being lost. You understand where parents gotta work so hard that they don't have time to take vacations. They don't have time to do anything. So a lot of the time, these programs that they send these people to up here, they teach you how to get a basic job. And there's nothing wrong with a basic job, but you can't live off a janitorial check unless you in like a major corporation. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to have people come to teach them where they can get these career jobs and really be living life and enjoying life and maybe have 2 or 3 vacations a year, something, because when I was a kid, my parents was working all the time. You understand? To make sure that I had everything that I had. So I lost a lot of
Same.
time with them, and that's how I ended up in the street. Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I did not. It was like, oh, okay, when people be like, oh, people that go to gangs, they don't have family. I had family, but I was by myself. You understand what I'm saying? Like I didn't have the time and attention. That's probably why with Pop, I'm the way I am with him. Where if he's showing me something and it's corny, and I think, oh, this is corny, this is annoying, I still take the time. You understand, to
And let me, okay,
see the
I'm sorry about the
importance of
noise.
it.
Let me mute up. I'm
No, that's all
listening.
right. But that's what it's for. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a lot to do that. It's the meals for the kids after school, because some kids don't get a meal. Some of these kids is starving and gotta be in school and everything like that. So, thank you to the people that have donated so far, but I'm still very far away from my goal. You understand? And it's like either I'm gonna have to sit for a year, because it's gonna take at least a year if I can get nonprofit credit cards and whatever, you know what I'm saying, to deal with just that. Also, I forgot to tell y'all, I put in the paperwork to make it a 501c3. See, a lot of people be talking this nonprofit stuff and they don't talk to you about the benefits that you have by donating. When a nonprofit is a real 501c3 and has done the paperwork to be a 501c3, that's how you get tax exempt at the end of the year. So your donations, even I'm waiting for the paperwork to come as we speak, right? But you still can get credited for when the paperwork comes. So any of you people that donate, that need that paper for me to give to you, or to send to you in a PDF for you to file it on your taxes next year, you have to contact info@newsoccerhope.com, and you know what I'm saying, let me know how much you sent, what date you sent. I'm gonna need your name if you're trying to. I'm not even gonna hold you, but I'm not like these people on here. Like I'm a business person, and a lot of you people know that for the years I've been on here, I don't do that doxing shit. You know what I'm saying? In between what I do to get money. You feel what I'm saying? I don't play like that. So that's
I can
how.
testify to that. I can testify to that.
That's right, sis. I don't play them games. You
Yeah,
get
I
it?
can testify to that. She got my real people name. She got my real people phone number, and she got my real people
Yeah,
address
you
or
understand?
whatever. So
It's,
I can
it's people
testify
that
to
bought
that.
stuff.
She
Yeah, it's people that's bought stuff over here that I don't even fuck with no more, and they was beefing with people, and I wasn't like, yo, hey, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, and I had they fucking house address and all that good shit. So like,
she
don't worry
legit.
about it. Thank
She
you,
I
thank
can verify that as a troll. I just want to
you.
sit up there and say that she is no for real though, because people need to know that. Because one bad apple will ruin a whole bunch, and then they'll have
Nah,
you
for
scared
real.
the support people and buy their products and stuff like that just because you done dealt with somebody who is nasty, and I don't want that to be the case. So let me verify by saying she is the real deal. She is legit, and you can feel safe and trust in your information with her if need be.
That's right.
And
That
and
part.
I give you my full confidence on that. I'm telling y'all, she not gonna mess you over.
Hey Sky, hey Sharonda. I'm gonna put this QR code back up here for real quick. That's what I like about Restream. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's like business friendly, sis, because I could put my links for my website for like clothing, anything. Speaking of that, y'all get y'all a shirt. Go to ColaJames.com. I got the Don't Be a Mitch. I got the stuff for the ladies and the men in the summer. Get your dude out my DM t-shirts, and you know what I'm saying. I'll choose the bear t-shirts. Y'all, yeah, we need that because
I want one
like,
of them. I want one of them. I need that. And I'm a
okay.
married woman. I need that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely
I need
need
that. I
that.
just want to piss people off.
Right.
What's she talking about? Who in her DM? I
Yeah,
had a
you fucking
homegirl that one
up.
time. She posted on Facebook. She said if you could, she took a picture of this dude feet, and she said if you could tell if this your man feet, come get him.
That's crazy.
She did. She did. She had the whole city watching.
Oh my God, that is messy. Oh, I was sitting there looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, this is for if anybody wants to donate. I'm making it. See, this is why I like this site. You see, I can just do that, and then it drops it in the chat, and then you got the QR code, so people can just take their phone and hit the QR code, and it'll take you straight to the GoFundMe. And like I said, I'm trying to get a building. Who is this calling? Get out of here. Hold on, sis. Give me 1 second.
While we waiting on Cola to come back, let me ask this question because it is 6:02, and normally, are you laughing about the feet comment? Yeah, she did that. She said, if this your nigga feet, come get them.
that's
We
that's
call
that's cool. That's not trying to be funny because like that's some fucked up shit. But it's like some people be deserving that shit. Like you deserve to be aired out for being a hoe ass nigga.
yeah, and she didn't care because she'll tell you it is no secret. She is the side chick. She ain't got no shame in it. She don't want no man. She want your man. Um, you know, she ain't the kind you leave around your significant other because she willing to do whatever. So yeah, I need to buy
Okay.
her one of them shirts because is nothing to be played with. You hear me?
Yeah. Oh no, a better one for her is because I got that and I got another shirt that says something. I don't want your man. Don't worry, I was just borrowing him.
Mm,
That would be better for her. Mhm.
mm.
Mhm.
I wish I could find that post. And she was the only girl to ever play little league football in our city. Like she
Those be the
rough.
ones. The rough ones. They going to be yeah. The ones that you think ain't gonna like girl like you know what I'm saying like boys is gonna like girls and stuff like that they be the ones even the ones now you gotta watch them stud looking ones all them stud girls is not gay I'm trying to tell you.
No, that most of them just be bad body and built. You know what I mean? Like all the studs that I know where I'm from, just bad body. They real big. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess 'cause they think they big, don't nobody want them. No man. But then some
Oh
of them be popping up pregnant. So and I be like, okay, well,
yeah, what
you know,
part of the game is that?
who done came and knocked up your boy? You know what I'm saying? Like who did this? So yeah, them always tickle me. The dykes that pop up pregnant, it tickles me.
Not it tickles you.
It makes me giggle. What you cooking, Cola? When we getting another cooking with her old head, cooking with her old.
Sis, I've been doing all this stuff like it's been making me mad tired, like trying to figure. And I got mad footage, and I haven't sat and edited. I need to sit my little happy black ass in the corner and edit. I don't know why. It's like lately, the last like month or so, I just don't be feeling like editing. I don't know. It's like, and I can't play like that. But I record everything that I be cooking. I just gotta put it all together and do the voiceover. So now that you said that, I need to get on the good foot and get that shit
Yeah, I need
together.
some new recipes. We ain't got no new animals to eat yet. Like, is we eating zebra? I mean, I
No,
need something new. You
no,
know.
no, 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 no. I don't want nothing new because I'm starting to think that because people got me believing some of these chicken sandwiches. What if they are really people?
What?
What?
I ain't heard that.
No, people is really running around saying that some of this meat that we eat and it's not really the animal, it's people. Don't think I'm
Oh,
crazy, but I'm saying no. Look, here's some of the shirts. Sis. Let me see if it'll play it big though, because I'm trying.
listen,
Definitely want to put
y'all.
a few out on here.
This is how
Before
we
Cola
do
fuss at me on the back end, I'm sorry for my chopping noises, but
it.
I run the strict house. Normally my kids have eaten by now. I'm running behind, so I apologize in advance to
Hold
Cola
up.
and the rest of you all for my noises in the background. But I got to feed my youngest.
Hello, no, because I was playing a commercial and wait, don't start
Oh,
over. And you were still talking. That's just some of the shirts and this glasses. I did the crystal wire wrap glasses and stuff. So I got those popping off. You know the jewelry still. I wish I had a different. Hold on, let me see if it'll let me upload. Cause it was I wanted to show you the bear shirt and the cutesy ones. But I'll just send them to you. I'll send them to you on the back end.
Please.
Cause I can't figure this out right now. Okay, make
Now I
us
got
big
that
again.
song stuck in my head. Cooking with an old head. Cooking with an old head.
I stole that from that little Kaya girl. Like fuck
Oh,
it,
see.
cause she young and she trying to steal niggas, people niggas. I'm trying to help you keep your nigga.
Oh,
I'm old and trying to help you keep your nigga. Cause this generation, I'm trying to be funny. This generation, these girls do not cook. They don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing, and that's crazy.
how
That's
they get
crazy.
away with that though? Who letting that go down? Like who's accepting that?
True. True.
That's what happened when y'all grandmas be 27 years old. It's the truth. Y'all grandmas walk around here like grip bay.
Right. They got the 50-inch bust down and shit. Yeah.
Is she still a thing?
Who?
The grip lady with all the kids. You
I'm
know
trying to
that
remember who the fuck that is because that sound
you
mad familiar from
you know
Peekaboo.
who I'm talking about. No, she was on
Oh,
Instagram. She had them
oh,
kids.
the retarded sounding lady.
No,
She's
don't
on
I don't
retarded
like
armor.
I don't like that word. I
Yeah, I'm
don't like
sorry. I
that
forgot.
word.
That's a bad
The
word. Yeah.
one the one that say
The
the
one with the
little
missing
kid
teeth.
say,
Yeah, I know who you talking
I'm
about. Not
in
the. I'm not the
I'm in
one,
the
the
kindergarten.
two, or the three.
Ooh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Her. Yeah, she's still a thing, but it's like TikTok. How should I say it? TikTok, they took away, I think, one of her pages, and then she got another one, and then people come back because people like debauchery. So those type of people, when they lose
They
the page and
always
they
gonna
start another
win.
one, people always looking for the foolery. Oh, you ever watch Shay and Bree?
Love them.
No, I gotta check and see the update because Shay had a seizure and was in the hospital.
Oh, you so far behind. She
She's back.
she got she got discharged. They went to go get something to eat. She had another seizure, got rushed back,
What?
and then Mama D, Aunt D,
Son, yeah, her
son jumped
son,
off the bridge.
yeah, yeah. That's a lot of bad luck happening. Like I don't know, because that was crazy. Like when I seen the shade thing, and then I seen the thing with her son, I'm like, damn.
But then they said when he hit the water, he was asking for help, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but if he was trying to do that, then why yell for help when you hit the water? Like something
You know what
confusing.
I think? Because sometimes when people, not all the time, because when a lot of times when people really want to do it, they'll pick something that they know is I'ma do it, right?
Right.
So when he hit the water, and that probably, cause you by the water and everything like that. So you probably deal with a lot of pools and stuff and everything. Have you ever like what they call it, cannonball or whatever? Like
Mm-hmm.
when you hit the water with your skin, like that's like a pound of rocks. People think it's just like what that shit hurts. Maybe that shocked him, and it's like he probably was deep in his feelings and really thought he wanted to go, and then that's when he realized he didn't want to go. You feel me? Like
Mm.
that might have woke him up. Like what are you doing? But because some people like RP, excuse me, RP to my friend. I had a friend that killed himself and he hung himself out the window. You understand? Like,
I had a classmate that did that exact same thing, but I think he was doing it for attention and it backfired.
oh wow,
I don't think he meant to go through with that. I think that he was gonna do it and then it went too far too fast and he just didn't get a chance to
yeah.
kind of pull back from it. Yes, the 2025 grandmas is way different than the grandmas we grew up
Nah, they
with
are.
because the grandmas of today got gold teeth, and I ain't talking about them open face crowns that our grandmas had with the Jerry curls. I'm talking about these.
Yeah.
They wearing wigs. They going to the club with their grandchildren. Um, they don't know what a duster is. Um,
Yeah, they don't know about nothing. A mop
don't know how to
bucket,
keep no house. Don't know how to clean their coochies.
nothing.
None of
Dirty
this.
stoves.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I hate a dirty
Mm-mm.
stove, a dirty kitchen, anything. No. They bathrooms be dirty, just ugh.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you can tell because they'll go and do lives and reels. Shit be all fucked up. You be like, yo, you don't care about that. You don't even care to make us think that you clean and sell us a lie. You gonna show us all that filth, and because you jicking your little butt around, everybody's supposed to. But I guess that goes to tell with the niggas today too, because a lot of niggas
Well,
will
you
accept that
just
shit.
said it. The people like men, and we know, if they could find them an easy target, they would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A real man don't want no easy target.
nah, that's for real. Oh, sis, her thing dropped, so she'll probably come back. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a rough time. And like I said, donate. Hit the Cash App Cola Gang 1, COLAGANG 1. Because people say, like, my accent, it be too hard. So sometimes they don't understand what I be saying. Then you go to the site, you get you some a bracelet, you got necklaces, you got all this custom made goodness going on. What shirt is this up here? This is the I choose the bear, one of the I choose the bear t-shirts. Get you that. Don't be a Mitch. I like this shirt. I went and got me one. I think I'm gonna be wearing that. I think I'm gonna be promoting this shirt. And then go to Nusaka Hope. Maybe if you donate, I'll explain what Nusaka means. Cause I know people probably like, what the hell? What the helly? What the hellio? No. But yeah. Yeah, I'm about to. I think my sis phone died. So I'm about to wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the people that came through for the support. You know what I'm saying? Thank you to the people that hit the Cash App. Thank you to the people that donated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.